News coming in regarding the face-off between the government and Greenpeace. Times Now has learned from sources within the Home Ministry that the MHA has found irregularities in the funding of the NGO Greenpeace India Society's India FCRA registration has been suspended with a show cause notice sent to the Greenpeace India Society. In fact, let's listen in to the first reactions that we are getting from activists like Satyanath Sarangi.
This is an illegal and unconstitutional attempt by the Ministry of Home Affairs to muzzle dissent. We are already seeing how this government is bent upon destroying the environment of this country. We see this in the way the Ministry of Environment has responded on the issue of groundwater contamination in Bhopal. And we think this is just another way of the government to stop Greenpeace from doing its work. Already the Delhi High Court has said that what the government has done to block its access to funds was not legal. And yet the MHA is now trying to muzzle Greenpeace by blocking them from accessing funds that they would have used to protect the national environment. We condemn this, and we hope that good sense prevails upon this government so it stops from this ham-handed approach to muzzle genuine dissent.
Meenakshi Banja is with us on the phone line. Meenakshi, what foreign contribution norms have been flouted because of which the registration stands suspended?
Well, Padmaja, that is an interesting question, and that is something perhaps the government will come out in response to. And also very quickly, Padmaja, sources indicating to Times Now that there is a good possibility for Greenpeace to be perhaps at a point in time challenging this particular, show cause notice of the government. Of course, that is still being mulled over as we speak. But essential point here is it could perhaps be a fit direction of the government fit for challenge in court of law. But that being said, Padmaja, we can rely safely on the past instances where you heard the Greenpeace spokesperson citing his views. We have seen now on at least two occasions in the not-so-distant past for this organization, Greenpeace, to be running into trouble with the government. And again, to be relying on the official, averments that the government made in the Priya Pillai, for instance, matter in the High Court. That point in time, it was the government's position that broadly, any activity which brings not a very positive picture or communicates not a very positive picture for the country tantamount to anti-national activity. That was the primary argument, very importantly, which was placed by the Government of India in the High Court. And government clearly citing that fundamental duties and fundamental rights go hand in hand. So clearly, and of course, where you heard the spokesperson also cite the Delhi High Court ruling vis-a-vis the funding of the Greenpeace. So these two things have been inextricably intertwined insofar as Greenpeace's work with the government are concerned. So going forward, we will perhaps know more on the government's...
In fact, Meenakshi, just a second, because Greenpeace in its defense is saying that no norms have been flouted. Also, that when they are protesting against environmental laws being not taken into consideration, the government is only trying to muzzle them. Let's listen into the Greenpeace reaction.
The order, when it comes, we'll certainly challenge it. We think we have a very strong case, but I can only talk about it when I get the order, and we haven't got anything yet.
Also, there are reports that you've been given a show cause notice asking, apart from the suspension, why not cancel your registration totally? Why your entire registration itself should be cancelled? Is it alarming for Greenpeace as a whole that probably this is not the first time that the organization is coming under the radar?
Yeah, so we'll like to see what the order says. What I understand from the media is that our FCRA is under suspension. Let us see the order, and then we'll see what to do. But more importantly, I think the bigger trend is about the fact that Greenpeace India has been targeted in the most vicious manner. This is not how our democracy functions. I may have a point of view which is very different from yours, but that doesn't mean you shut me up. But we will see. I'm sure our legal processes in this country is quite strong. We have won both the cases, both on the FCRA, which was blocked the funding which was blocked earlier, and we got a positive judgment from the court. Even with the Priya Pillai episode, we got a positive evidence. And both the observations, one of the observations, in fact, on the FCRA observation, the honorable judge, in fact, said that the action on Greenpeace was arbitrary, illegal, and unconstitutional. So we continue to believe that this is a targeted attack on Greenpeace India. We also believe that despite all of this, the people are not stupid, and they'll get the right picture. But we will certainly contest this.